There are 8 character booklets to assemble with 4 pages each. Each page has the scene number and the character's name clearly printed upon it. So all you really have to do is fold each of the 4 pages in half and then in half again so that the white star-lined graphic is on the cover. Once you have assembled all 4 pages this way, they will form a small booklet that you can staple. And then I take my nail and I do a nice crisp fold on each of the 4 pages so that stapling will be a little bit cleaner and easier. And here you can see scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4, all with the same character name. Now with my stapler, I'm just stapling along the spine as close to the edge as possible so that the booklet will open cleanly and easily. And there we have the first booklet completed in about 2 or 3 minutes. When you're done, you'll find that you've created 4 booklets for male characters and 4 booklets for the female characters. Next, we move on to the clues. You will be printing out 10 pages, and each clue in the bottom has the name of the character and the scene it needs to go into. As in this case, it says Captain Smith, Scene 2. You simply find the Captain Smith booklet, go to Scene 2, open it up, and insert the clue. Here we have Irene Harrison, clue, scene 3. Again, we fold the clue. And actually, you may want to put a little tape or a sticker to seal the clue, as my experience has been that often in murder mystery games, some of the guests tend to sneak a peek ahead when they really shouldn't. So close up that clue, and once again we look for Irene Harrison's booklet. We look up scene 3 and insert the clue. It's that simple. Now we have all the clues done, but we will find that there's 2 extra ones. As I said, there were 10 clues. Tessie Anderson gets 2 clues, just because she does. And also the captain, Captain Smith, will be handling 2 clues as well. Again, they'll both be clearly marked, and they'll tell you exactly where they go within the booklet. Now your booklets and clues are prepared. Double check them all again, and then scoop them up and put them in a safe place for when your guests arrive to be handed out. Now there are 2 more pages that you will have printed out. There's the captain's toast, which can be placed next to his dinner plate, and once the guests have seated for dinner, he can propose the opening toast of the evening. There is also the solution, which you may want to place in an envelope and put it on a mantle or someplace hidden until it's time to reveal. After all the guests have guessed who they think the murderer is, then you can read the solution. Now those are the essentials to playing the Titanic murder mystery game. I've also included lots of add-ons such as these wine labels, which are not essential to play the game, but they are a lot of fun, and they help to create the ambience and atmosphere to enjoy the game in. You can buy label paper and simply print out these labels, or if you have double-sided tape, which doesn't do as good of a job, but it will get the label on the bottle. We also have some white star-line baggage labels, as well as some actual Titanic postcards. If you can print these postcards on stock paper or cardboard, they would add even more to the authenticity. Now I found some old steamer trunks and I wanted to create a little display when my guests arrived, so I put the postcards on top, a couple of wine bottles. I had some old suitcases as well. And steamer trunks you can often find at thrift stores. I used the baggage labels, placed them amongst the steamer trunks to create this fun entrance display. Now we also have the small name tags of all the characters, which can be printed out and then they can be cut and folded over, and I actually put a small piece of tape on each side just to make the name tag as flat as possible. And I should say these are seating name tags, so they're going to go next to the place settings of each of the guests. And these are wonderful little picture holders that I found at the local dollar store, which work well. And there you have it. Now, although I place these next to the dishes when the guests arrive, I ask them to face the tag outward once they sit down so that it makes it easier for everyone else to know the names of the other players. You've got your invitations that you can print out. Also character bios that can be sent to each of the guests, as well as I've given you some options of printing out the full menu that can be placed possibly on an easel, and even some smaller menus that can go next to each plate. There's a customized menu where you can type in the courses you've chosen to prepare for this dinner. And you've got everything you need here to have a fantastic evening.